Okay, hey, good morning and welcome to Thursday. So, scientifically speaking, I saw all this research in the last week or so. There, you get morning people and you get evening people, or night people. It's a scientific thing based on hormones, neurotransmitters, brain chemicals and stuff. Some people just do better in the morning. I'm sure you know them, and you see them on safari sometimes. Don't speak to them until they have about a gallon of coffee in them, otherwise you're wasting your time. I am 100% morning. Always have been. And I don't know if maybe it's DNA, which I believe it is, but it's also all the things I've ever done, from working at lodges, guiding, when I was doing gymnastics, and I would always be up super early. But this morning, with that, I go to bed at about 9 o'clock. If it starts getting to 9:30, 10 o'clock, even on the weekend, I'm like, fuck this. I'm done. No good things happen after midnight, so what's the point? Bad decisions, just nothing good to be found there, I think. But, Jesus, I sound old. But for me, I wake up early. So this morning, normally I get up at about 4 o'clock. So this morning, woke up at 4, and I started writing a newsletter for tomorrow in which I discuss two things. Number one is clarifying your values, very good exercise throughout 8 different life domains to kind of just have a bit of a look in the mirror, so to speak, and see where you're at and what drives you. And the other one is a thing called decidophobia. It's a real thing. It's the fear of making decisions. Now, I'm not only speaking to the ladies out there who can never decide what the hell they want to eat for dinner. Do you want to go for sushi? No. Do you want to go for pizza? No. Burgers? No. Then what do you want? I don't know. Oh my God. Different discussion, full video on that one day, not now. But it's a real thing. People don't make decisions, and often that leads into generalized anxiety disorder, or into even social anxiety disorder. You don't make a decision because what if it's the wrong one? That gives you anxiety. Or you don't want to make a decision because what if people think you're wrong or strange or different, whatever, then you get social anxiety. So writing a little bit about that tomorrow, kind of what's based in from, how you can deal with it. But I then decided to take a different road to the office, just driving wise, because it feels new, it feels fresh, keeps your brain going, ticking over, which is nice. And it was such a cool thing because you see people going for the run at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's nice and quiet everywhere. It's just a different perspective, which was awesome. Then got to the office. It is, holy hell, it's hot in here. Because with all the power cuts we have, on, off, the generators downstairs go on, off. The boilers or the coolers or whatever the hell drives the aircon goes on, off, and now they're all just off. It is very hot here. We got some of those industrial fans, right? Just to get some air through here. It's just very hot already. So that's that. What else? Got a bit of admin to get done today, like yesterday as well. And then, what else? Oh, the one thing that we changed. So last week, I gave a presentation to the team here. We had everybody in the office. And we spoke about 3 things: trust, filling the gaps, and resilience. It's kind of coping mechanisms and ways to manage yourself and or your team moving forward into the new year. Because everything's great now, we are going to get to a point where there's stress and fighting and arguments and conflict. How are you going to deal with that? Mistakes, whatever the case is. I actually have that audio. Maybe I must put it in the podcast. I'll check if it's cool. But the one thing that we changed. So last year we started giving the guys duvet days. It's basically a mental health day. And the idea is everybody has an X amount, and if you wake up in the morning and you just think, I can't do this today, I can't adult today, I can't work today, I can't just do it today, I'm just fucked. We have those. Yeah, you have those, I have, everyone has. That you could just send a message taking duvet day, and it was that, done. We don't touch it. At the end of the year then, I said to the guys as well, listen, and this is real, it doesn't always have to be a negative thing only. It doesn't only have to be that you wake up and you just feel anxious, depressed, sad, miserable, sorry for yourself, low confidence, whatever it is. You can also wake up, and I took some of mine last year like this, where I wake up feeling really fucking good. And then it's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go do this today. I call it duvet day. I go hike with my dog. I spend some time and I double down on feeling good. So that's also okay. You just can't take them on a Friday every week. You know what I mean? So this year we changed it slightly in that everybody still has those. But I said to them last week as well, to the guys here, when you message me and say you're gonna take a duvet day, right? I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. And that's the only thing I'm gonna ask, and then off you go. So if someone messages and say, hey, taking a duvet day today, I don't care if it's a good or a bad one, a positive as in I'm gonna double down on me feeling good, or I need to just not today, right? The two questions: number one, are you okay? And number two, do you need anything from us? That's the only questions you're going to get asked. Answer those two and then off you go. And I think it's something that when we're trying, when you have people in your life, friends, family, colleagues, who need help, who are struggling, whatever the case is, because let's be honest, mental health days in the workplace is sometimes for people who need a break, right? We often try and over-ask and overcomplicate this. What can you really do? You want to talk about it? No, I don't want to fucking talk about it. If I wanted to talk about it, I would say to you, can I talk about it? I want to take a break, right? That's the mindset. So the only two questions: are you okay? It's a simple yes or no answer. If it's a no, then let's have a conversation so that we, because we care, know you're okay. And the second thing is, do you need anything? That's it. Because often those two questions in a social interaction or work situation is all you need to take something from someone's going to explode or a situation is going to explode to just let's carry on with it. So that's one of the small changes we've made here. And I think it works. I think it's a good thing. I really do. Anyway, I need to get this up. I've got a couple of Zooms to do now, then admin. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, go and do so on my website. I'll put that in the description. And I will chat to you guys at some stage later on. I'm going to go and get shit done. Bye.
Thank you.